Caleb Williams is going to be a bust for multiple reasons, and here's why I think so. Not only does he not possess the correct leadership traits and characteristic traits of what a good leader is, I just think he's not very good at playing quarterback. Let's start with the leadership traits. When I was watching Utah dismantle the Trojans again for what seems like the fifth time in 5 years, there was a shot of him. They kept showing him for 20 seconds at a time, 25 seconds at a time. He was moping and sauntering on the sidelines. Not a single teammate came and helped him out or gave him a pat on the shoulder. Not a single teammate wanted to be around him. No, he was sauntering and bemoaning all by himself. Nobody wanted to come and be around him. It was that obvious that his teammates do not like him, they do not appreciate him, and they do not want to be around him. He's clearly a sore loser. And when you're a sore loser and you're drafted to a bad franchise, you're going to be losing a lot. So you can't have a sore loser quarterback who's supposed to be the leader of the team having those emotions that losses get to them like this, to this extent. Now, you want a competitor. You want somebody who losses affect, but not who are going to discourage and ruin their mental headspace. So lack of leadership traits is reason number one why I think Caleb Williams is going to be a bust in the NFL. My second and final reason for why I think Caleb Williams isn't going to be successful in the NFL, no matter where he's drafted, doesn't matter what team he goes to, in my opinion, he will not be successful in the NFL, is this. In the big games, I watched about 3 to 4 USC games this year. They ended up going 7-5 this season, so I tuned out towards the end of the season. But he played poorly in every single big contest they faced this season. When I watched, his statistics were not good. He was loose with the football, threw a lot of picks, made some poor decisions. Now, I know his offensive line was not the greatest, but his offensive line is not going to be great in the NFL. So he's not going to succeed no matter where he goes. All this love fest for Caleb Williams being number one, I just don't see it, man. Now, I'm a Buckeye fan. I've gotten accustomed to seeing great quarterbacks over the last, decade plus of Ohio State quarterbacks coming to Columbus and do fairly well. Justin Fields doing fairly well, even though he got traded unjustly, in my opinion. Dwayne Haskins was great in Columbus, not so great in the NFL. And then, of course, C.J. Stroud being great in Columbus and great in the NFL. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I know what it takes. I know leadership traits. I know characteristic traits that are going to make a quarterback great in the next level. And I don't see it with Caleb Williams. So I think he'll be a bust. Leave your comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. What do you guys think? Will Caleb Williams be successful? Or is he bound to be a bust?